Recording? Oh. Hey guys, Gross here. Welcome to the, I guess, the unneeded epilogue to Let's Play JD Legacy. Basically, the whole purpose of this epilogue is just to show the final power cell, which took me longer than I needed to in order to figure out where it was exactly. Sadly, it was in a place that to be honest, I wasn't really looking hard enough. And I gotta be honest, I totally forgot about it. Even before going through the lava tubes. I can't believe I totally could not figure it out. And when I did figure it out, I just felt very stupid in the process. Because it took close to an hour, and literally for this whole finale thing, I had 2 hours worth of footage, and back on my old laptop, it really exceeded over the amount of space I had, or at least it was so close to it, and then I came to trimming it down to basically just these two bare parts. But the ending that I'm hoping you saw before going to this epilogue, and the epilogue, which were basically the first third of it is just me getting this power cell, and thus getting the last two trophies in the HD collection for J&D and the P Legacy area. Yeah, and then the rest is just me going straight to the end game boss, finishing it, and then letting the credits roll again. So at that point, after you see the platinum trophy up here, you can just stop the video right there, and then once you stopped it, that you wouldn't realize that right after that I started talking about sort of behind the scenes things like how did I get all this recorded? The whole backstory behind this new laptop in which I'm recording this on. Sonic Unleashed, Kingdom Hearts 1.5, stuff like that. But you know, it's just gonna be like those two where like, don't tell anyone. But then again, considering how not many people actually comment on these videos, in fact they rarely do, I don't think they're gonna be spilling the beans anytime soon. And when they do, it's gonna be like, basically the initial reaction will be, so? No? Yes, I know exactly how the reaction is gonna go. It's not gonna be like, no fucking way. That's fucking amazing. Why the fuck have I not subscribed to that motherfucker? Okay, maybe they'll use less Fox if someone actually did feel that way, but, no, it's just my prediction. I will say this, though. What I originally had planned for this epilogue video, or at least this epilogue portion, was I was going to literally improv / reenact how I felt finding out this last power cell, and then my entire trek back to the end game. It was just gonna be just like that. Like, okay, so after what seemed like hours trying to search for it, I realized that it was in the most obvious spot. So now I have to go, get some yellow eco and push it down, and I'll be with the platinum trophy. God. And then just to make sure that it's official, I'm gonna have to go and beat the final boss again because I don't feel like manually saving. That's how lazy I've gotten so far. God. And it was still gonna be that all the way through, with a few moments of happiness sprinkled in, then which will be played out for non-inconvenient laughs, but mainly just to put a smile on my own face. When I go into the post-production and see make sure that both the video and the audio are working just fine before I compress it, and then I upload it, and then I never hear from that video again until someone comments on it. Since you don't get notifications when someone likes your video, which is weird though. I kind of wish YouTube sort of had that notification type option. Like, I get a notification where like, hey, you just uploaded a video. You could check it out with this link right here. And I'll be like, thanks YouTube. Dude, I know you gave me an option to disable it, but the reason why I keep it on is just so I have even more further proof that I did indeed upload that video. And of course, the simple notification is like, oh, so and so has subscribed to you, or so and so has made a comment, stuff like that, or so and so has made a reply. But there hasn't been, but as far as I know, there's not really a notification to. Wait, what the fuck was I looking at? Oh, right, video's choppy. Just like with anything else. I'm not gonna look at the video because it's gonna be desynced anyway. And in times where it's not desynced, there's no point trying to record again. But anyway, there's kind of wish there was a YouTube notification that notifies you when someone actually likes your video, or dislikes your video. I mean, that would be so cool. I really wish that was like an option. And if it is an option, then I'm just too lazy to go and enable it. Because I do know this. I remember enabling a Google Plus to my YouTube, and then I disable it because I was having a hard time doing anything without it seeming as if I was doing something completely different. And now YouTube is asking me again to link it, and I'm like, okay, could you just shut up and just let me reply to this message while I go into a hate-filled rage involving Super Mario Sunshine? Because this will be the second time I've ever made a YouTube comment about how I felt about Super Mario Sunshine and how the entire game is one gigantic fucking conspiracy. Let's see. Only this time it all had to do with the fact that Mario is being a dick, which, in all fairness, the people at Delfino Plaza are, for the most part, dicks. Because they can't tell the difference between a plumber and an ink blop. And some of the people at the plaza, they have shines. And you say that all the shines have gone missing? Yeah, why don't you ask your fucking people? Like, really? They have the shines. In fact, there's literally, I call him an arms dealer, who basically exchanges blue coins for shines. Do you know how many fucking shines that motherfucker has? I forgot I forgot how many, but it should be enough to at least put some shine brightness among the plaza, at least. Okay, maybe not the amusement park, but then again, it's not really that much dark, and for goodness sakes, you say the whole thing's covered in gloop? Find a way to wash that shit off, and then you get a shine, and then that's what happens when you really think too deeply into something. It's just wow. I don't even know if this thing is actually recording or not. If it is, I congratulate it. If not, well, fuck. Well, since I don't know either way, time to put out a little bit of backstory here. So, in the month of August, I got my first laptop checked, and it was basically on the verge of death. Literally nothing could be repaired for it, neither hardware or software. And literally, the only solution was to get a new laptop. The only problem I didn't really have any money. And of course I told a couple people about it, and they're like, "Oh, that's terrible. Terrible. Hope you get a new laptop." I'm like, "Thanks." Thanks. Long story short, so I was talking with my own mother, and wasted with her help, she was able to hook me up with not only a new laptop, but basically a new flash drive to add into my collection of flash drives, include my derpy flash drive. I fucking love my derpy flash drive. I have a new wireless mouse that I would use only in emergencies, so that way it doesn't end up like my old mouse, which basically broke on arrival. It didn't break on arrival, but it broke almost within the couple months before my laptop started to go down into the it's turning into shit, and there's no way you can repair it. So yeah, really desperate. I think for the sake of this, I think the recording is almost over. So I'm gonna try to wrap it up as soon as I can. Again, by adding in two more things. One. For those of you who do not know, I do have a Twitch account, so I can technically do live streaming. The only problem was with my old laptop, I could not do it due to excessive lag. The last time I did live stream was technically the first time I ever did like actual live streaming, and that was during an interview that I was doing on a, I don't want to say formal just yet because I need to get on Skype in order to discuss it. So, but in the meantime, it was just terrible. But luckily I have enough space to go through it, and so initially what I have set up for Sonic Unleashed was I was going to record it in the style of doing live stream. Now, will I actually do live stream as Sonic Unleashed? Maybe, maybe not. I can't really guarantee you either one of those. Well, I can get, I can't really guarantee you either one of those. I can ensure that I will that the way I have it set up to record, it's basically going to be like that for any game that's basically on my PlayStation 3, and quite possibly my GameCube, and that's only if I can get the configurations correctly, so that way it's at a 16 9 ratio, and 16:9 ratio, and not by a 4:3 ratio. Which it's fucking difficult to try to change ratios on that shit, or at least on the side in which I'm plugging in, so that way you can record via GameCube. From the PS3 side, and if I want to be technical, the PS2 side, no, it works out just fine. I can totally go 16:9 aspect, most of the time. Whereas for the side in which I plug in for the GameCube, it's usually by 4:3 aspect most of the time, with a few exceptions. But since I'm now recording a new laptop, I have to go for the configurations all over again. And what it boils down to is I need to get lucky. I'm up all night to get lucky. That's basically a good sums up of it. In terms of Kingdom Hearts 1.5, there are two things I want to do with that. That I'm willing to share with you, and if it does get through, then congratulations. I just spoiled a big surprise, or at least, yeah, the one I wanted to be a big surprise.